Have you ever felt guilty buying a $7 coffee? I have. Almost every day. It's not financial guilt. I can afford it. It's cultural guilt. I'll be drinking that coffee, and then I'll call home, and I'll hear my mom proudly explain how she bargained to save 50 cents on vegetables at the Asian market. And suddenly, that $7 latte in my hand feels obscene. This is the reality for our generation, the 1.5, the second generation. We live in a state of permanent whiplash. We were raised with the mentality of scarcity, but thrown into a society that worships consumption. Vietnam teaches you to save. America teaches you to spend. And we are stuck in the middle, trying to figure out what success even means. This is our story. The first time I used my own paycheck to eat at a nice restaurant, I felt guilty. Not because I couldn't afford it, but because I heard my father's voice in my head. This one meal costs what our family used to spend on groceries for a whole week. That is the core conflict we face every day. On one side, we have the heritage of scarcity. We grew up with stories of war, of poverty, of living meal to meal. Our parents didn't save for a vacation home. They saved to survive. For them, cash is king. Debt is the enemy. They taught us that money is security. Then we enter the American world, a world built on consumption. America doesn't ask you how much money is in your account. It asks what your credit limit is. Everything is designed to make spending as easy as possible. Buy now, pay later. You deserve this. This system teaches us that money is status, it's experience, it's identity. And the pressure is immense. If you don't have the latest car, if you're not traveling to Europe for the summer, if you're not drinking that $6 coffee every morning, you feel like you're failing. You feel like you don't belong. FOMO, fear of missing out. It's the engine of the American consumer machine. We are torn. We want to make our parents proud by succeeding and enjoying life, the American way. But we also feel a vague sense of betrayal when we so easily spend the money they earned with blood, sweat, and tears. To understand why we are the way we are, we have to go back to the source. The Vietnamese mindset of saving isn't a trendy minimalism lifestyle choice. It's a post-traumatic response. First, there's the historical instability. When your country goes through decades of war and economic turmoil, trust in the system erodes. Our grandparents learned a hard lesson. Everything can disappear overnight. The only assets you truly own are the ones you can hold in your hand. That's why the Vietnamese love gold and cash. Gold doesn't lie. Gold is the ultimate insurance. Second, there's the lack of a social safety net. In many parts of the world, especially in Vietnam's past, there was no widespread unemployment insurance, no robust pension system. If you get sick, if you lose your job, you are on your own. The emergency fund isn't 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's your entire life's savings. And third, most importantly, family is the bank. Vietnamese culture is built on filial piety. Children are obligated to care for their elderly parents. This means that when a Vietnamese person saves, they aren't just saving for themselves. They are saving for the generation before them and the generation after them. It's a massive financial burden. So, the next time you see your parents turning off lights in empty rooms, reusing plastic containers until they crack, or haggling over every penny at the market, don't judge. They aren't being cheap. They are being afraid. They are carrying the fear of scarcity, a fear baked into their DNA over generations. They are trying to protect you in the only way they know how. Now, look at America. A complete contrast. If Vietnam was shaped by scarcity, America was shaped by abundance, or at least the illusion of it. After World War II, the American economy exploded, and they needed people to consume to keep that growth going. That's when the advertising and credit machine was born. They did something brilliant and dangerous. They tied consumerism to the American dream. You want to be happy? Buy the house with the white picket fence. You want to be successful? Buy the shiny car. They turned purchasing from a transaction into an emotional experience. And their most powerful tool was credit. Credit lets you buy a lifestyle before you've earned it. It completely severs the connection between income and spending. Suddenly, everyone could live like they were middle class, even if their bank account was empty. Debt was normalized. Student debt, car debt, mortgage debt, credit card debt. It's the price of admission. We are living in a system designed to exploit human psychology. Our brains love instant gratification. Buying something new releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Social media only makes this worse. Instagram is a giant catalog of things you don't have. Every post is a reminder that someone else is living a better life than you. So, we spend to feel better. We spend to impress. But the trap of abundance is that it's never enough. There's always a newer iPhone, a faster car. We are stuck on the consumer treadmill, running in place, while the debt piles up. And this is where it all gets complicated. We, the first, 1.5 or second generation, live at the collision point of these two ideologies. We inherited our parents' financial discipline, but we crave the freedom that America promises. This leads to inevitable conflicts. You buy an expensive coat because it's high quality and will last through the harsh American winter. But your mom only sees the price tag and says, "You are so wasteful." You want to invest in the stock market, to use America's powerful financial tools like a Roth IRA or index funds. But your dad says, "The stock market is gambling. Only land and gold are real." They want us to be safe. We want to grow. And sometimes their sacrifice becomes our burden. They sacrificed everything so we could have a good education, and now they expect us to be their retirement plan. The pressure to succeed, not just for ourselves but to provide for our entire family, is immense. We love them. We are grateful for their sacrifice. But sometimes we also feel suffocated. We find ourselves living a double life. Saving every penny when we're alone, but spending lavishly with our American friends to fit in. We feel guilty when we indulge, and we feel stuck when we save. Where is the balance? The truth is, we don't have to choose. The solution isn't to be 100% Vietnamese or 100% American. The solution is to create a third path. Hybrid wealth. It means taking the best of both worlds. From Vietnam, we learn discipline and defense. We learn to live below our means. We learn to treat saving as a non-negotiable. We learn to avoid consumer debt at all costs. We learn resilience and the power of delayed gratification. This is our solid foundation. But we must evolve. We have to decouple those good habits from the trauma that created them. And that's where we learn from America. Growth and optimization. America teaches us not to just hoard cash. It teaches us to make our money work for us. We need to overcome our parents' fear of risk and start investing intelligently. We need to use credit leverage strategically to build assets, like buying a home or an investment property, not to finance a lifestyle. Hybrid wealth means you can drink that $6 coffee guilt-free because you know you've already automated 20% of your income into your investment account. It means you can buy a good car, but you pay for it in cash, or pay it off early because you applied Vietnamese saving discipline. It means you can take care of your parents, not out of heavy obligation, but because you've built enough financial freedom to do so with joy. We are the bridge generation. We have the chance to break the cycle of scarcity and build true, sustainable prosperity. When I look at my mother's old cookie tin now, I don't see cheapness anymore. I see love. I see sacrifice. I see strength. But I also know I don't want to live her life. I want to honor that sacrifice by living a full life, free from fear. Our financial journey is unique. It's shaped by history, culture, and the traumas we inherit. So, I want to ask you this. When you look at your bank account, what do you see? The fears of the past or the hope for the future? Are you saving out of fear or are you investing for freedom? And what will you choose to keep from your heritage? And what are you willing to leave behind? This is a complex conversation, and I want to hear your story. What has your experience with money been like, living between two cultures? Share it in the comments below. If this video resonated with you, if it made you think about your relationship with money and family, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. This channel is where we tell the real stories of the Vietnamese and Asian diaspora. Thank you for your time. And remember, balance is the key to prosperity.